Hello everyone, welcome to my simple zoology class. In today's video, I'll be dealing with the topic thyroid gland. Okay, now this thyroid gland, where is it located? It is located near the larynx and trachea region. Okay, so in the neck region, basically, this is the neck region. This is where you get to see the thyroid gland. It is H shaped. So, what shape is it? It is H shape. Also, you can call it as butterfly shaped, and it is bilobed. Okay, now since it is bilobe, there are two lobes, correct? So they are connected with the help of a flap of connective tissue, and the name of connective tissue is isthmus. You come across the same name isthmus even in the female reproductive system, so need not have to get confused because they will ask questions specifically mentioning. Okay, so these bilobed are connected with the help of a flap of connective tissue that is called as isthmus. First of all, the most important point that you have to remember, what is the origin of the thyroid gland? The origin of the thyroid gland is endodermal. If you can see over here, I've mentioned already endodermal in origin, and this is considered to be the largest gland in the human body. Okay, as I've already said, where is it located? At the joint of trachea and larynx. Head shaped or butterfly shaped bilobe. They are connected with the help of a flap of connective tissue, and the name of it is isthmus. Then, now each lobe of the gland, now we are saying bilobed, right? So based on that we are talking, each lobe of the gland is made up of connective tissue, and inside that connective tissue many follicles are present, which are made up of what? Glandular cells. Okay, something related to secretion. Now these particular follicles, they are scattered in what type of connective tissue? Now here we are specifically telling it is scattered in the loose connective tissue. Okay, now if you can see, this is the histological diagram of the thyroid gland. You come across follicles over here. These are the follicles. Here is the loose connective tissue. Along with that, you come across certain tiny cells which I'm showing. These are called as parafollicular cells. Okay, now these particular follicles, they are filled with a sort of colloidal substance which are glycoprotein in nature, and if you can see, they have mentioned also follicles filled with colloid. So the name of the colloid is thyroglobulin. If you can see, I've mentioned it is thyroglobulin. They are filled in the cavities of the follicles. Then what is the function of these parafollicular cells? Now these parafollicular cells, they secrete a hormone. I have mentioned over here, they secrete a hormone. I already showed you where are they located. They are located in between the follicles. They secrete a hormone that is called as calcitonin, also known as thyrocalcitonin. Now this is considered to be hypocalcemic hormone, and it lacks iodine. Now this particular calcitonin or thyrocalcitonin is antagonistic to one of the hormone, and the name of the hormone is Collep's hormone or Parath hormone. That means it is going to act against. So hence you use the word antagonistic. So that means if this is hypocalcemic, this will be obviously hypercalcemic hormone. This particular hormone is secreted in the parathyroid gland. Okay, then coming to the next one, what are the, now we know that parafollicular cells are secreting calcitonin. What are follicular cells secreting? They are secreting two categories of hormone, that is triiodothyronin, thyroxine, also known as tetraiodothyronin. 20% of T3, 80% of T4, but the majority is which one? T4 in number. But who is more effective? And the answer is T3 is 4 times. How many times? 4 times more effective when compared to that of the T4. Okay, most important point to remember in the form of note I've mentioned, that is T4. Thyroxine is a derivative of which amino acid? And the answer is tyrosine amino acid. Okay, then next important point. So for the production of the thyroxine, how much does the thyroid gland requires iodine? And the answer is around 120 μg. This is also very important. 1, 2. These in the form of questions will definitely come. I hope I have made it clear so far. Coming further, what are the functions of it? Okay, so this particular thyroid gland, they help in growth and development. It can be mentally, physically, sexually, any way possible. This thyroid gland comes into action. Even it looks after the basal metabolic rate. Now we already know that if the BMR increases, what happens to the body temperature? It also increases. Then what will happen to the weight of the body? It will lose. Similarly, vice versa takes place. Then, even in the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, fats, all of these are taken care by which one? By the thyroid gland. Even in the maturation and development of the central neural system, thyroid gland comes into action. Then also helps in the stimulation of production of RBC, that is erythropoiesis. That mechanism is known as what? Erythropoiesis. Even for that, the thyroid gland comes into action. Then it helps in maintenance of water and electrolyte balance in the body. So basically, who is influencing over here? The thyroid hormones. These thyroid hormones ensure there is maintenance of water and electrolytic balance. Also, finally, it also works under gonads. How? It regulates the menstrual cycle. There is a huge mechanism under this, not required as of now. Based on that, I'll tell you in one of the video. Okay, so this also comes into action. These are the important points that you have to remember. Thyroid hormones does all these functions. Then coming to the last part of it, disorders. So which are the categories of disorders? First, starting with hypothyroidism. That means less secretion. Deficiency of iodine in food results in simple goiter. If it is seen during pregnancy, then it results into cretinism. Hypothyroidism will cause defective development and maturation of the growing baby, and the condition is called as what? Cretinism. That means low IQ, all of that conditions will be seen. The growth will be less, mental retardation will be there, deaf mutism will be seen. These are certain symptoms that you get to see during cretinism. When it comes to adults, hypothyroidism causes myxedema. Okay, it's also called as Gull's disease. You can also remember that way. I'll write it down. That is called as Gull's disease. This is also important to remember. Okay, Gull's disease or myxedema. Okay, in case of women, if hypothyroidism is there, menstrual cycle will become irregular. If similarly hyperthyroidism is seen, then that means if at all there is cancer of thyroid gland or development of nodules, thyroid secretion will be increased to abnormal high levels. So that is when these conditions will be seen. Apart from that, there is another one, that is exophthalmic goiter, Graves disease, also known as BESDO, also known as thyrotoxicosis. Each and every name I've mentioned in this video, trust me, any of the names they can use and give us questions. So I've mentioned each and everything. This will be really helpful to you. Okay, it's a form of hyperthyroidism. What conditions do you get to see over here in this hyperthyroidism is that enlargement of thyroid gland, protrusion of the eyeballs, literally the eyeballs will be outside. Okay, increased BMR, weight loss will be there. So these are the conditions that you get to see in the exophthalmic goiter, also known as Graves disease, also known as Bestos, also known as thyrotoxicosis. Okay, this is also again very important to remember. They will give the symptoms and ask you to identify any of the diseases. Okay, I hope you have understood whatever I've taught in the complete thyroid gland. Each and every point is mentioned in this video. It will be of great help to you. Okay, if you have liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.